This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Pennies from Heaven, a short, new, absurdist comedy film from director Sandy Honig. It follows two twin sisters who work at a roadside convenience store with more energy than it would seem that they really need. Anyways, their routine is upended when a set of twin brothers try to hold up their store, only to be scared off and abandon their truck, which the sisters discover is full of pennies. With their newfound wealth, they decide to hit the road and get something to eat, though their money isn't welcome at the rest stop they choose. Thankfully, an eerily familiar set of twin brothers pays for their meal and invites them to a club, which is equally eerie in its exclusively twin-based clientele. The story doesn't end here, but if I go further, it'll spoil things. Anyways, while this may seem like a madcap adventure for the sisters, there is certainly a grounded story to follow, and a balance between the absurdity of the various situations and the actual narrative that occurs. The story itself is pretty silly, of course, but it's got enough of a framework and plot structure that it's more than just a bunch of different ideas thrown together. In fact, it only really focuses on two major elements, the pennies and the twins, and the rest of the world is built up around these ideas. The simplicity in this leaves plenty of room for other elements of the writing to shine, especially the density of jokes within each scene. This is probably one of the most well-written comedies I've seen in recent times, with each scene and story event actively advancing things rather than sticking around too long with nothing to show for it. It's helped that the cast as a whole pulls off the absurdity with a straight face, though they are aware enough to know not to actually take themselves seriously. The lead actresses, Sabina and Annabelle Meschke, are especially a highlight in all of this, with an excessive amount of energy and presence that never lets up, but never feels unwelcome or overstayed. This frenetic pacing extends to the film's technical elements as well, giving it even more life. Cinematography frames its shots rather well, sometimes more practically, but definitely to the advantage of the comedy whenever there's room for a visual gag or some illustration of duality. Editing, of course, keeps up the energy with its attention to timing, again being sure to work to the benefit of the jokes. There's definitely more of a distinct creative style going on through the direction of the cast and line deliveries, but there are some neat visuals here and there, especially within the club and its extremely varied use of colored lighting. In fact, color correction and saturation as a whole is put to use to help create a sort of mood depending on the location being used. Overall, though, the writing is where the short excels the most, and it's because of this that everything comes together more fully, resulting in a film which I will again say is better than several longer, likely more expensive productions I've seen in the past year or two. Pennies from Heaven, Sandy Honig, 2023. 4.5 stars. I definitely recommend giving it a watch. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. It really has been a while since I've seen a comedy like this. Maybe it's because it actually takes itself seriously as a form of entertainment. Either that or everybody else just got really, really lazy.